Morning everybody. Here we have our new planter which we have bought. You can see the money's down and around on yesterday. It's been a bit up and down because you probably saw the end of yesterday's video after selling the wool in the last clip, how where we were at money wise. But since then I did make the decision to pay off some of the loan, not all of it. I've paid off 100,000 of the loan, and I've so that leaves us with 50,000 yet to pay, which is basically just us selling can when the time is right. Also, of course, we bought this, and we bought a new header as well so that we can harvest sunflower and corn. We intend to plant sunflower today, so we've got the new header which is down on the farm at the moment. We have also leased a larger tractor to mow the grass with, and the mower as well. So again, that was about, we went with a JCB, so it's about 10,000 to initial leasing costs. I got ahead of myself a bit because the grass, yes, it is ready to harvest, however it's only about 67% growth, so it could do with you know, another growth spurt, and I'm hoping we just might get one today, but we'll see. If we harvest the grass a bit earlier, albeit so be it. So this nice little planter, as you can see, has also got our little lines, so we are off, and hopefully it's actually disappearing into the ground there, but probably because of the slope that we're on, yeah, we'll be able to get decent. So it shouldn't take us too long. This is 12 metres, which is twice the length of the cedar, so it'll take half the time it should do to get the sowing in. So that's good. There we go. Make sure I get that right. And so I might go into in-cab view. You'll see I've got the weight on the front as well. We do need a weight on the front with this on the back of this, particularly this little tractor. It struggles to cope with the weight. So yeah. Now then, that's off. Sorry, I'm going to be pressing all the wrong buttons today because I've been playing different stuff. So we'll see if we can follow this line, and when we get to the end we'll look back and fingers crossed we haven't got any gaps. So I thought I'd do this myself too, because we're also waiting for, to say, the grass to hopefully get to another growth stage before the end of today, because I do want to return both that tractor and the mower before midnight. Otherwise it's going to cost me another 10 grand, which I don't want to be spending. So yeah, let's have a look. I think that's okay. So yeah, so that's me pretty much got everything I really wanted for the farm now. So it is a matter of just making the money now, so, and reaching our target. And that makes me so I've been thinking a bit, because of course I think I've got to set the wrong time as well. So I've been thinking about, you know, the best way to reach our target is of course to sell our produce and to work hard and do that. But I'm concerned that depending on how long it's going to take, I am a bit concerned on the repetitive of this for these videos. So there is a possibility that I don't record every day. I'll see how it goes over the next couple of days or so. If we're looking to get there really quickly, and I hope we do, then fine. But if it looks like it's going to take us some time to reach that target, and I think it's becoming too repetitive, then yeah, I might make the decision to not record every day, but maybe every second or third day. I could just, we'll see how it goes. Because, as I say now, there isn't too much that I want to add to the farm anymore. I've got one little project, as you know, in the back garden. But other than that, I haven't got too much on the horizon, so it's something I'll think about a little bit more. But given that we're almost loan free, and once we sell can, we will be loan free. Everything we now make goes towards that total now, that goal that we set ourselves. And so given the rate we are making money, hopefully it's not going to take too much longer before we get to the end of the series. Let's see. Right. Can it be a nice tract to follow? So I'm looking forward to having different crops in here. Now this planter, as well as sunflowers, it does corn, as I've already mentioned. It will also do soybeans, the same as our seeder does, and I'll probably use this from now on to plant the soybeans because it's going to be quicker. What else do we do? It does sugar beet, which I'm not planning on growing, and it does cotton as well, which I think as we reach that target, when we hit that target, our intention is to do at least one field of cotton and hope it all goes well. Just for those of you particularly who haven't seen, cotton grown and harvested previously, given that I've been unable to do it as a contract on this area, unfortunately. Right. So hopefully that'll work. I did put that down, didn't I? Yeah, I did. And that'll be something to look forward to celebrate us hitting that target. Yeah, it'll immediately probably take us below the target, but then when we sell the cotton itself, it should all even out, because hiring the stuff is going to be expensive. So stores have got in a Brazilian model that is much cheaper than some of the other models that are on the market. So fingers crossed. It might seem like a strange way to celebrate hitting the target. Grow cotton, but yeah. I think it's just because I've been trying from the start to show what harvesting cottons are about. And it's this Brazilian type as well. It does it slightly differently. There's an additional step to it, but that's fine. The end result is all the same. So I think once we've sown the sunflower, it'll be getting close to lunchtime. So we may stop and have a quick lunch, and then pop back and see where we're at as the grass is concerned. As I say, we might just take it at 67% for now. I can't remember if I've said, but it has crossed my mind to leave it in for a second harvest, and then just to get some silage off it. That'll help boost our money a little bit more, and it's something a bit different. I think if I go for silage, I'll go and I'll get bales. I'll do it through the bale system rather than listening in the bunkers. Because I don't have to wait for them to ferment with this weaver playing at this time. Probably didn't need to put down a line for this line, but for this last row, but there we go. We did anyway. We'll probably just come to the side of it a little bit. Go. So yeah, I think initially I was thinking of getting a worker to do this, but as I say, we're waiting for the grass anyway, so decided just to do it myself. And because, you know, I can put in lines and it's the first time using it, and I wanted to be the one to use it first. The first time, if that makes sense. So the other thing I got, and I think I forgot to say, was I did a couple of contracts last night as well. So the field in the front, if you remember, we sprayed that off yesterday, and then after that we got a contract came up to fertilise it, so we did that. So that was a decent amount of money we got from fertilising that. And then we I think if you remember, after we finished harvesting the soya, it was quite a good price. We want to sell them, and as you know, we have an issue with the trigger and our trailer, so I took another contract to harvest just one of the fields over there to right, one of the smaller ones. So that gave me access to a trailer, so I used that to also sell our soybeans. How's this looking? It's looking a lot. Actually, this looks like we might have hit. It's now looking like we've hit 100%. That's perfect. So after lunch, we will definitely be coming and getting this done then. That's really good. Sorry to say I'm pressing all the wrong buttons because I went to the dark side and did Farmer's Dynasty for a few days. Doop-doo. Oops. Oh, it is. That could have been a bit disastrous. Right. Okie doke. I'll just fill this up as I go past, actually. I just tend to fill this from here. It just holds 1,000 seeds, I don't know, 1,000 litres, so just enough, I think, for our field. Now, like the other one, I don't have a designated place to put this. I kind of just put it in here. I am still thinking of selling the grape trailer because we're not really using it, but then yeah, I think just looking to see what the gaps are between the bollards. In theory you shouldn't be able to get it out between the bollards, but I guess if you were determined you might do. So, now I can't remember if I've leased the trailer or not. If not, I'll go check at lunchtime, which is what I'm about to have now. So I'm going to wait to have a quick bite of lunch. Today we are just staying at home for lunch actually. Let's have a quick look at this on the way past. Yeah, I might have to top that up either later as well, possibly if I remember. And check the water. And my grass needs cut too. There we go. Right. So nice day. We'll just leave this door open as I go and grab some lunch. We'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we're just heading back here with the trailer which we went up to stores to pick up, and trying to see where the edge of the field is because it becomes difficult as we especially park it here as it all merges into one. Now, I do like the JCBs. It was a little bit more expensive than what I actually needed. I could have gone for one that still would have done the job and at about £1,000 less than recent cost, but I don't think it would have been as much fun. Now, I think I've got this set to swath. Let's find out, because the only way to find out is by me driving forward. Yes, perfect. So here we go, people. Let's get on with making some hay for our sheep. So see if I can pop in the inside for a bit and not go too squid. So yes, the inside the JCB. So this has a top speed of 40 miles an hour. I think they're called JCB Fast Track for a reason. So it's all good. But yeah, it's nice. And it's all-wheel steering as well. I think you can set it to all-wheel steering. What's the other one? Or just two-wheel steering, I think it is. Plus you can also do is it crab steering, which I've never actually understood why you'd have that, but it's a thing as well. And it does crab left, crab right. As I say, I don't actually understand the purpose of the need for crabbing, but sure there must be one, otherwise why would they have it? I quite like cutting grass as well. It's quite a nice therapeutic thing to do. And of course the advantage of one of the advantages of non-seasons playing, just to put it in there, is, you know, you don't have to wait for the grass to turn to hay. I can just ted it and it's immediately hay. I do actually prefer to play the seasons. I haven't done so this time, and my next for reasons won't either, as you'll see why when we get there. So I haven't started putting these out yet onto making these public on YouTube yet, but I'll try and remember and do that soon. I'll probably do what I did and just put a whole load up one at a time. But because I've just recently put the previous series up, it's giving people time to have a look at that too. So yeah. You should get a good amount of hay off it here. We might not even need to store it all. We might, depending on how much we get, we might actually sell some. But we'll see how many bales we get off of this. But because this grass is improved, i.e. it's had fertiliser and lime, etc. on it, we should we'll get a much higher yield than the unimproved stuff that I've been cutting just in and around the farm. So yeah, as I say, we're not going to need a huge amount of bales for our lambs or sheep. If I even get a load on there, or even a couple of loads, which is 48 bales, if I get as much as 48 bales, I think that I will just leave it at that. So I just want to try and get this if I can. I know I'm going to make a wee bit of a mess of my row, but yeah, there we go. Oops, forgot to lift it, so we'll just take this bit of grass too then. As long as it's on my land, it's fine. Right, and there we go. There's something else I think I had to tell you, but I've forgotten it already. I was looking at something at lunchtime and I thought, oh, that's something else I've forgotten, but yeah, sorry, it's gone already, because that's the way my memory is when I get old. If it comes back to me before the end of the video, I'll let you in on it. So we still haven't sold our grapes, by the way. That's the wasn't what I was thinking of, I don't think, but they are still in the silo. I haven't looked at prices yet today because I've been focusing on getting this done. Oh, the other thing I think I have now remembered was to say that, yeah, I did take Can out this morning as well, so he's had his run today too, so it's very cool. So last night was quite a late finish, given the fact that I harvested, after I finished harvesting the soya, which wasn't too late. I made a decision to take another contract just so I could get save a bit of money on having to hire a trailer to sell the soya at the shop, so it's fine. With this grass, yeah, I think I will leave it for another. And it grows quite quick, so it could be tomorrow that we're cutting it again, because grass tends to grow a bit quicker than general crops. So because, you know, it's already germinated, just cut it back, it just needs to regrow now. So yeah, I think we'll take a silage cut off of it too, and then I'll and use the BGA, because we've not actually used the BGA yet. I mean, we've gone up there to get ourselves some manure, But other than that, we haven't actually used the BGA itself. So I think we should at least use the BGA once. I mean, using the BGA and actually doing silage will certainly haste us getting to our target, but I don't know if that's the way I want to go. It's an option, but I don't know if it's an option I want to take at the moment, other than maybe just one. This one time on the field. Might depend on what we get. I think this is episode 35. It would be good to be finished these by episode. It'd be nice to finish on episode 40. It'd be a nice round figure, but I think we might be chancing our luck, but you never know. You can see all the four wheels turning there, because as I say, I'm on all-wheel drive at the moment, which means I can turn quite tight, which is good. So I think after I've cut the grass for this, I'll take it over and I'll bale it with this tractor as well, just because I've paid for it, so I'm going to get some use out of it, I think. I think my next series will be a lengthy one, given everything that's in my head for it, so see how it goes. So this is, I mean, you can imagine this with just that front little more on there, that would have just taken us ages to do this one field, but we just adding that other bit onto it. It's done it in about a third of the time, I expect, given that it's, or at least, what do you think, a third? Yeah, maybe a third. Trying to look at the sizes there. So yeah. Oops, I've just cut a bit of grass there too. Let's just was trying to do that. Let me just make sure that this bit of grass is all turned into hay then, and I'll skip it up as well. There's one more wee bit there. That'll be okay, I should think. The baler, I'll take care of that. Not the milling machine we're using, which would be a bit of a trouble. I guess the other thing I could do is, if I decided not to sell the hay, I could just store loose hay, but I don't think that's necessary right now. As I say, the horses go through very, very little of anything really, and the sheep aren't getting through too much at the moment. It will change as the I'm just looking, I thought there's missing bits at the back, and I don't know if that's because done something, which is always a possibility. It's a bit of a pain because it is the last row. Well, almost last, second last. Do another one. Wait a minute, what are you doing in there? Cat! Alright, hold on. This is going all a bit Pete Tong. Alright. Told you I'd be pushing all the wrong buttons today. I might just come back and get what's going on here? That last bit of grass just there. So that side there a bit quickly. Oh, never mind. After I finish this, I'll come back and get those few bits of grass that the tether seems to be missing. I don't know if I accidentally adjusted the tether or not. Oh dear, okay. Anyway, that's the grass mown, and more or less I'm just going to drop the front end over here, fold this bit, because this bit, and I'll put it to the side because that'll go back to the stores today. Probably quite soon. I don't think I've adjusted. Hold on a minute. Give me a minute or two. No, I can't see that. I don't know. It might have been that I did something on the more, because I did sort of adjust them again. So we'll see what happens. So we'll just come down here again and sort of go to this side a bit more, try to anyway, and get that bit that's just at the side there. There we go. I think this is the only row that it kind of did it on, so it's not bad. The baler probably would have coped with it, but just to be on the safe side, I'll just quickly run back down it. Okay, we've not a huge amount of recording time left, so I think what I'll do is pause it there and come back to you once I've more or less done the baling. Actually, you know what? Let's do a little baling time lapse, and that'll be grand, right? So I'll try and find some music, and we'll time lapse this bit, make it a bit faster. The first one will come out of here, by the way, is straw, because, well, it's mostly what's in there at the moment. Okie doke. Let's ignore this and cue music. Baling done. Right, when I was doing that, I was desperately trying to remember what buttons to press, what I needed to do to change it from all wheel steering to front wheel steering, because on all wheel steering, when you've got something like this on the back, as you turn the corner and the wheels turn at the back, they tend to rub on against the whatever you've got in the back, such as the baler here, and yeah, it just drags and it's not good for the machinery at all, and certainly not good for tyres. So I finally figured it out. So I keep saying so just because I can. So that's the crab left, and as I say, I'm not quite sure why you'd want to do that. I mean, maybe there's some reason why you'd want to do it. I mean, it's a bit of fun if nothing else. And then crab right, of course. Again, just something, it's a bit of fun. It's actually quite good for, I guess, turning quite tight corners and stuff, for drifting. Back to all wheel, and then to front wheel steering. So yeah, now that I've remembered how I could do it, I was able to show it off. Right, I'm going to come up here, and I'll attach that to the back of this, because as I say, these two items will be going back to the store, so they're only leased. And the next job I'm going to do is pick up all my bales, so I'll see you in a few minutes once I've got the bales collected in. Right, just off to collecting this last bale, the straw one. I mean, I could have put it on the trailer, I guess, but I didn't. And I'm just thinking, no, I also might just pick up the one that's been sitting outside the horse pasture for quite some time, get it inside. Probably lost some straw from it, but yeah, be all good. Right. After that, I'll put some manure in the glass houses to the glass houses. And that'll probably be pretty much it for today. Right, there's this other bale. It's been sat here for months. Little can. Sorry, we're just passing through to pick up this bale that we've just abandoned here. And we'll put this into our bale storage area. We didn't get 48 bales, so we haven't sold any. We got 24 and 17. Yeah. So, but still, that's enough. That's going to do us quite a while. And yeah, as I say, we'll just do a silage cut. One silage cut to go up to the biogas plant, so we've used it. And that'll be that. But yeah, I mean, you can see there's a good amount of hay there. I mean, you've seen how much we've gone through in the time that we've been here, so it's going to last a long time. Lights off and doors closed. And I'll just go back and get the manure and crash into the building. Tell me you didn't see that. You probably did. My door's wide open. No. Get the bollards up. I have to buy it. Yeah, I did. It'd be a bit pointless if I put all these bollards in and then forget to use them. Okay, I'll drop off the front forks. Nope, they unfolded, yes. And grab the bucket. So the other thing, last thing that we've got to do, but we'll do this, I'll do it off screen, is to fertilise that grass again, and I'll have to keep an eye on, I think, is that sunflowers through? I'm going to check, let's have a look at our map actually, the app. I'm also curious to see, so the sunflowers look like they're through, so they'll need fertilised as well. Oh, and they'll definitely need weeding. I think I'll hire somebody to do both of those jobs, and I'll just take an easy day out because we were quite late yesterday, so I think that's my plan. I'll contract those out, I'll go and take it easy once I've done this, and we will hopefully catch you again the next day back here on Blue Mountain Farm. And thank you for watching, and hope you've liked it, and just having a little bit of a change up in some things, so hopefully it's been good. So, bye for now, everybody.